The shaky ground of Prime Minister Boris Johnson has gotten even less stable. Several senior UK government ministers have resigned.
Joining us now to discuss the ramifications, the ongoing developments, GB News presenter and ex-member of European Parliament Alex Phillips, wearing an absolutely beautiful dress. Welcome back to Wake Up America, Alex. Good morning.
Great to be back, and what a busy day it is here. I'm glued to my Twitter. It's all kicking off.
Yeah, you know, we first started this morning saying, okay, 3 high-level officials had resigned after, of course, the debacle over Chris Pincher, the member of Britain's parliament, has been accused of groping to individuals at an exclusive club last week. But we're seeing that number continue to rise. Alex, as you mentioned, it's changing by the second. What's going on at this moment?
Right, so we've had 2 big officers of state resign, the Chancellor and the Health Secretary. Those jobs were quickly replaced last night, but this morning there's been a flurry of resignations from junior ministers and PPSs, Parliamentary Private Secretaries, who are like under-ministers. So far, I count 16, and that is being backed up by lots of other MPs who are saying that they will vote in no confidence of Boris Johnson if that vote is able to take place. Now, the 1922 committee, which is the parliamentary committee which enables those votes to take place, remember there was one as recently as the 6th of June. Well, they are meeting again tonight to see if they need to change their rules to enable another vote of no confidence to happen within the gap of a year, which is the normal time period that has to elapse before a second one can take place. So a lot of question marks over Boris Johnson's head. Will he still be our Prime Minister tomorrow? Who knows?
Wow. That's I can't believe that this has all happened just within the last day. Alex, Boris Johnson, so he's been in question for several incidents, including the Partygate scandal, where reportedly top officials, remember, they met for partying at Downing Street during COVID lockdowns. So with all of this news breaking over the last day, what's the public's opinion of Johnson now?
It's beginning to slip. A lot of people still backed him. He's charismatic, he's fun, he's got some sort of high energy about him that people like. But I think people are beginning to realise that underneath that facade, there isn't substance and there isn't integrity. And the problem with Boris isn't necessarily all of these little peccadillos and scandals. I think with each of them, the public could have probably forgiven him. The problem is he keeps denying things. He will not take responsibility. He changes his line. I didn't know about it. I forgot. Nobody told me. And then when reality seems to drop, he changes his position, says, oh, well, actually, this did happen, that did happen. And so the question really is one of trustworthiness. And that is what he is being investigated for by his own Privileges Committee in Parliament, who set the standards for MPs. And he is going to be investigating, it started already, for whether he lied to Parliament, misled Parliament over Partygate. So the problem isn't so much with Partygate, with the appointment of Chris Pincher, it's his response afterwards and not owning up, not doing a mea culpa. That is the reason, I think, why he is beginning to lose support now in droves.
Yeah, Alex, that's a great point. I mean, as you said, and all of these things keep building. It's like, oh, there's this, then there's this, and then it becomes this huge, kind of list of things that not only maybe he did wrong, he did incorrectly, he misjudged, but as you're pointing out, he's not being truthful about it. I've also read that many people describe him as power hungry, but as you said, I think for someone's career in politics, it does come down to a matter of trust. Do you think he has a future in politics, or is this are we going to see him kind of walk away and never come back?
I don't think he will want to walk away. We've seen already he is hanging on white knuckles at the moment. He'll have to be dragged out of 10 Downing Street. And the thing is, if you were Boris Johnson right now, you probably would resign because you hang on because you think there's a brighter day ahead. Well, the backbenchers are forming an angry mob. He's got the Parliamentary Privileges Committee investigating him, his own party's committee, the 1922, potentially changing the rules for another vote of no confidence. The economy is down the pan and we haven't even reached winter yet, and the energy crisis is only going to get worse. And so you think, what are you waiting for? When is the better day going to come? But that is in Boris's nature. He is a fighter. And the thing is, he is popular. He's very, very likable. But what makes a good entertainer doesn't always make a good leader. And I think part of his problem is he wants to be liked and he's non-confrontational. So when people around him misbehave, his tendency is to protect them and save them, even if that means potentially telling porky pies to the media and the public.
Yeah, that doesn't work in politics.
No.
Alex, we have about 30 seconds left. So say he resigns or this vote of no confidence goes through. What's the next step?
The next step is basically a leadership contest in the Conservative Party. We've seen this before after David Cameron, after Theresa May. They love killing off their leaders in the Tories. So everyone right now is in the back rooms of Westminster deciding and plotting and debating who they're going to follow, what the factions might be. And believe you me, there are a lot of people waiting, straining at the leash to get their campaigns up and running. So that will go to the grassroots members of the Tories. They will vote when the new leader of the Tories gets chosen. That would become the new Prime Minister.
Okay.
Sounds like a true English drama unfolding before our eyes. Alex Phillips, thanks so much for being with us.
Pleasure.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.